Hello traders, this is James Alliss from the ForexTraderoom.com. Today is Independence Day in the US. We don't celebrate it here in the UK, but happy Independence Day for the Americans. Now I'm just looking at the pound dollar chart here. The market's open in a few hours, so I want to point out my analysis. It's a daily chart with no indicators whatsoever, purely price action. You can clearly see we're in an uptrend, very clear, but I wanted to point out why I think price may stumble here, could possibly stall and retrace for a little bit. So first of all, let me just draw this in. If you see what I did there was this move from there to there up and then a retracement. So I want to see what the extension was of that move, and you can see we're at a 178.6 extension of that move. You've also got previous area of support. You look left from this point, you'll see we've got previous area of support. Now if I go down to a 4 hour, look at the trend, and it's clearly, without question, up. Still an uptrend, no question about it. So selling it, shorting it, is obviously against the shorter term trend at the moment, but based on this daily, this price bar hasn't completed yet on this particular price feed. So I'd like to see a break of the lower of that price bar on the daily, and potentially for this to move back down. If I go to another 4 hour chart, I've got various indicators on here, price moving averages, and you'll see I've got MACD, default settings for MACD I've got in here. And notice this divergence, bearish divergence on MACD. See that? MACD is going down, yet price has gone up. Point that. If I draw this line down here like so, and match this up, you'll see that. And MACD is that point there to this point here. Price has gone up. Yep. Whereas MACD has gone down. Classic case of bearish divergence on MACD there. So we have, let's go back to the daily. We have that extension, the 178.6. We have the support to the left hand side, and on the 4 hour we have this MACD divergence. And don't forget, we've had a very bullish up move. Look at the hourly here, very strong up move, and we haven't had any kind of pullback yet. And the markets do like to pull back. I'm not saying they're going to, and I don't know where they're going to go back to if they do decide to pull back, but let's make a conservative estimate based on the chart. So back to the daily. I'll remove this Fibonacci study and draw a new one in. Major low point there, up, and I'll draw that second one in. So we're looking for major areas of confluence. You see there's a sticky area there, 238.2 is around 149, but I prefer to have a look at this 4 hour chart. I prefer the 4 hour chart. It's a good chart for Forex. So I'm going to base it on this swing point low, this swing point high on the 4 hour for the first instance. Now let me remove the MACD so we can expand this chart out and zoom in slightly. Major swing point high, low and high, and we have a 50% here and a 38.2 there. So what we'll do is we'll look left again and look for previous area of support, or resistance, sorry. There's an area of resistance there, pointed there, and another one, another major one. I like this one here. There is another one there as well, but I'm trying to marry it up with moving averages and fibber levels. The pound dollar has a habit of retracing around 50%, 50 to 61.8%. So I'm just going to try and draw these levels in based on that. There's another area of support, resistance there, previous resistance. So previous area of resistance there, another previous area of resistance there, and another one here. My favourite out of all these three is the 150 level. I pull back down to 150. The reason being is the price has a habit of gravitating back towards the 50 period moving average on the 4 hour, and at the moment that's around the 150 level, 1.50 round number. So I'd like to see price come back down to around 150. There's a lot of support on the way back down. You know, you've got 50% retracement there with some moving averages, 38.2. So it's not easy, guys. And I prefer not to sell the pair based on what I'm seeing, because the price action is without a question in a bullish trend since the big drop recently. So just bear that in mind. We're at a major level where we could reverse temporarily on pound dollar. So, you know, I've gone through the analysis here. Trend is up, but I'd like to see the pair down to 150. Not sure if it will get there, but that's what I'll be trying to aim for there on a short of pound dollar, because these price bars are saying indecision. Market keeps getting there and it's saying which way am I going to go, which way. See, opens and closes are very close there. That was bullish, but then again the open and close are very close together, and there, and so was the ending bar. So there's a lot of indecision there. It could go up easily from here, but since we haven't had any major pullback yet, and then we had that MACD divergence and the overbought on the daily with the 178.6 extension, I think we're probably going to see some sort of retracement on pound dollar. Okay, there's my analysis, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. So we speak to you soon. Bye bye.